Today we're going to talk about the angles in a polygon. And remember, a polygon is just a many-sided shape. Triangles are polygons, they have 3 sides. Quadrilaterals are polygons, they have 4 sides. We have pentagons and hexagons and heptagons and octagons and nonagons and decagons, and it just keeps on going. But we're going to focus on what the angles add up to inside of any polygon. So by now you should have done an activity where you took a triangle and you put a dot on each corner like I have on my picture here, and you tore off each of the corners off of your triangle and you put them next to each other. So maybe you had something that looks like this when you were connecting the dots. And you were asked to tell me how many degrees do the 3 dots make when you put them together. So if I look at this, I put them together, that's 180 degrees. So that's a pretty cool thing. Everybody probably cut out a different shape of their triangle and even different sizes, and it doesn't matter. No matter what size or shape, all the angles in a triangle will add up to 180 degrees. So we're going to use this idea today to apply it to figuring out what the angles in any polygon will add up to. Okay. So if you turn to page 17 in your packet, you can take some notes on this, but today we're going to learn that the sum of the angles in any polygon, no matter what shape it is, the sum of the angles in any polygon will always be the number of sides minus 2 multiplied by 180. I'll show you where that formula comes from. If I have a 4-sided shape, like I do right here, this is a square, I can draw in a line from one vertex to another, and I've now made 2 triangles. So if in one triangle these angles add up to 180, then in 2 triangles the angles will add up to 2 times 180 or 360. I could get that by taking the number of sides, in this case it's 4 minus 2, and timesing it by 180. I have 4 sides, I made 2 triangles. The number of triangles I made is 4 minus 2. I times that by 180, and I get that in any 4-sided shape, no matter if it's a square, a rectangle, or a trapezoid, any 4-sided shape, all of the angles inside will add up to 360. Let me show you again how it works for a pentagon. If I start at one vertex, and I draw in some segments connecting to other vertices here, this time I've made 3 triangles. So if in one triangle I have 180, in 3 triangles, I'll have 3 times 180, which will be 540. How can I get that? I take the number of sides, which was 5, subtract 2. That gives me how many triangles I've made. I multiply that by 180, and I get 540. Let's figure out what all the angles in a 6-sided shape would add up to. So I take the number of sides, 6, subtract 2, that gives me 4, and then I multiply 4 times 180, that gives me 720. In a 7-sided shape, I take 7 minus 2, which is 5, multiply 5 times 180, and that gives me 900. In an 8-sided shape, or an octagon, I would take 8 minus 2, which is 6. 6 times 180 is 1080. Okay, so this is our formula for figuring out what all the angles add up to inside any polygon. N stands for the number of sides. Subtract 2 from that and take that answer and multiply it by 180. So let's go ahead and apply that. Let's find the measure of this angle R right here in the corner. So I have a triangle, 3 sides. I know all the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So what I can do is I can go ahead and take that 180 degrees and subtract off the angles that I know. So I know 56 and 30. If I add 56 plus 30, that gives me 86. So let's figure out what is left. So you just take 180 minus 86. And that gives you 94 degrees. So the missing angle R is 94 degrees. Now, go ahead and see if you could figure out the missing angle X in this quadrilateral. This time, since it's a quadrilateral now, it's going to have 4 sides, so be careful. Okay, first we need to figure out what do all four of the angles add up to in a quadrilateral. So our formula is the sum of the angles is the number of sides minus 2 times 180. And so I take 4 minus 2, which is 2 times 180, and I get 360. So if all four should add up to 360, we just need to figure out how many degrees is left for that remaining angle. If I add up 75 and 100 and 110, I get 295. So all I have left to do is to take 360 minus 295, and I get 65 degrees. So the remaining angle X is 65 degrees. Finally, let's look at a pentagon. See if you could find the missing angle X right here in this pentagon. Hit pause and hit continue when you're ready. Alright, so first of all we need to figure out what do all the angles in a pentagon add up to. So pentagon means 5 sides. So I take the number of sides 5, take 2 away from that, that gives me 3. 3 times 180 is 540. So if they all have to add up to 540, let's figure out what's left. So I take 540 minus what these 4 angles add up to, which was 377 right here, and I get 163 degrees. That would be the measure of the remaining angle. Alright, see if you can find the missing measures for angles 1 and angle 2. Hit continue when you are ready. Okay, well first of all, you should know that the sum of the angles in a triangle is 180. So if I add up this 42 and 30, that gives me 72. So let's figure out what's left for this remaining angle 1 right here. So if I take 180 minus 72, what does that give me? That gives me 108. So this angle 1 here is 108. How do I find angle 2? Well, angle 2 is supplementary to angle 1 because they make a straight line, which is 180 degrees right here. So if I take 180 minus the 108, that gives me that angle 2 is 72. So there's your answers for angle 1 and angle 2. Okay, now it's your turn to practice by doing the homework pages that are assigned to you.